What's up, my beautiful people? So I'm back with a quick message, actually based on a dream that I recently had a couple nights ago. So the topic of this is going to be don't lessen yourself for others. So a couple nights ago, I had a dream that I was with some friends and they were all engaging in some not so godly activities and language as well. And I was there and I was just kind of like sitting in the background, like just not really participating in anything, and they were all trying to bring me in to participate in everything that they were doing and talk like them. And I wasn't really feeling it in my dream. It just felt like me doing what everybody else was doing was not really in my character anymore. And in my dream, I'm like, I've moved past this. Like, why am I going backward to these same ways just because everybody else around me is doing that same thing? The funny thing is, I actually was leading the children's church last Sunday, and the book that they were focusing on was Daniel chapter 3. So, in the book of Daniel, some key points, they were telling them when they hear this musical instrument sound to bow down and worship King Nebuchadnezzar and the gold statue. Anyone who refused to obey him would be thrown into a blazing fire, and all people, whatever race, nation, or language, bowed to the ground and worshiped the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. There were 3 men that did not follow this because they had grown up knowing who God was, the one true and living God. It was Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. They refused to follow the crowd and worship just because everybody else was bowing down and worshiping. They knew what type of cruel punishment they would receive for denying to worship that God or that idol. And they were not afraid because they knew that God was with them throughout it all. So in the end, the people did attempt to throw them into the blazing furnace, but they came out with not a speck on them. And instead of 3 men coming out, the crowd saw 4 men coming out, which was the 3 men I listed, and also God, meaning that God was with them the entire time. So I just want to say, don't be... So my camera died, but I am back to finish out this message. Do not find yourself following after others just because everyone else is doing it. I'm sure we all know the saying that our parents have said, if everybody else jumps off a cliff, are you going to jump too? And that's pretty much the same thing here. It's not building you up to lessen yourself to meet people on another level that they are. Who cares if they think you're stuck up, you're acting snooty, you're acting bougie, whatever it is. Just continue doing what you know is right.